Good morning, Sunrisers. This is Jocelyn Kopak, your host of the Daily Tea Time podcast, where I come to you and talk to you about my daily thoughts and how I'm motivating and inspiring myself over my cup of coffee, or in reality, my cup of tea. Good morning, sunshiners. I am up and awake this morning. I don't know what's going on, but my eyes are huge. Anyway, so today I'm drinking a nice herbal tea instead of coffee because I'm dying. Literally. Just kidding. Not dying. But I do have a hypothetical question for you guys because it got posed to me and I've been thinking about it since yesterday. And I'm finally ready to talk about it, I think. ... question mark? The hypothetical question is, if I put you on stage tomorrow, what would or could you speak about for an hour? It really hit me because I am definitely a multi-potentialite. If you don't know what that is, there's a link to the blog post in the comments for that. But I am definitely a multi-potentialite and I could talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, I make a daily podcast that's usually right around 3 or 4 or 5 minutes every single day. So I can definitely talk. And it just kept rolling around in my head. Would I talk about marketing? Would I talk about social media? Would I talk about business growth? Would I talk about this or would I talk about that? And I honestly would talk about something that I talked about for the first time ever this spring in a public setting, and that would be diversity and inclusion. I really love it. It is definitely one of my passions, even though it is not something that I usually work with businesses on at this point because I'm working in digital marketing and really growing people in that sense. But diversity, people think about it in the sense of, their skin color or their race or their sex or their sexual orientation. And it's really not just that. It's also has to do with where you worked, when you worked, who you worked for, what you did as a previous job, your family life, how many kids you have, your car you drive. I mean, all these things kind of roll up into what makes us diverse as human beings and humans. And I really think that's really important. And then working with those different diversities to really include them in your business, in society, in the conversation, so that you're getting a full picture of what these decisions that you have to make could mean is really important. And so I definitely think I could talk for a whole hour on stage speaking to a group about diversity and inclusion, just because it happens to be one of my passions and something I'm interested about, on top of all the other things that I know about when it comes to marketing and digital marketing and media and things like that. So I wanted to pose that question to you. If you were put on stage tomorrow, what could you speak about for an hour? If you know, right away, put it in the comments. If you don't know, make sure you share this post and tag a few people so that they can also keep you accountable to figuring out what you could speak on. So that when somebody comes up to you and really asks you about what you're interested in, it's not just what you do for a living, but you can actually talk about what you're interested in that doesn't have to do with your living. I wonder if that anybody will do it. I'm waiting. If you're still in bed and you're like, yeah, okay, I'll do it later. Well, no, do it now. And then get your butt out of bed and get yourself either a cup of tea or a cup of coffee so that you can really kick this day in the butt. I hope you have a great day and a blessed day, and I will talk with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.